Suffering is a very interesting topic as a Christian. And the closest you will ever feel to God is when you are suffering or when you are helping somebody with suffering. Now, I was in a point recently where I was at the very brink of my existence, exhausted, tired. I felt sick. I felt nauseous. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was battling with things, feeling convicted about other, praying God to deliver me from this, asking His will on these things. And it was in this boiling pot in a point in my life. I'm still facing this too, right? But it's in this boiling pot when it's 2 a.m. and I'm out there trying to do something with my wife and we're waiting. The story's complicated, but the point is at the very breaking point when I feel like I cannot do this anymore. My strength is depleted. I'm at my rope's end and I want to give up. And in that time, I was frustrated and mad, and I still prayed to God. And it was that little bit of a prayer, and then He started talking. And oh man, I said, wow, you sure have a lot to say right now. But then today I feel better. Still conflicted, still confused, battling with purpose, battling with calling, battling with strength, battling with a ton of things, right? And suffering is fine. Battling is fine. You're a Christian. Do you really think it's going to be easy? But this is the point. God has put out for you a divine calling on your life. He has for everybody. And that calling is to go out and make the disciples. And so James is a book that's crucial because it talks about what fruit is, talks about sin, the byproduct of sin. And it's a great book to understand what a suffering servant actually looks like. It's the way to separate the sheep from the goats. It's a way to separate fake Christians from real Christians. It's a way to see in your own life and to work out your own faith in fear and trembling. And to wonder, why am I facing the things that I'm facing? Am I facing the things that I'm facing because God is purifying me, refining me, and creating me into something? Or am I facing these things because of my own sin in my own life, my own pride, my own arrogance, and all of that? Now, the beautiful thing is God, regardless of whether He's the one putting you in the fire or you're the one who's facing your own consequences, all things work together for the glory of God. So He can use everything for His good, right? So it doesn't matter. But this is the thing, is if you're constantly suffering because of your own foolish actions, it kind of doesn't really leave much room for God to use His glory, to use His circumstances, and to use His things in order to purify you. So if you can get yourself out of the way, be obedient to Christ, decrease so that He can increase in your life, your suffering will be appointed suffering by His hand rather than you just reaping your own fruit. And so I need to learn this in my life desperately. So I will study James and I will gladly share it with you. God loves you with all of His heart, as do I.